Good afternoon, my dear brothers and sisters. Pwede ho bang pakibata yung katabi natin ng good afternoon din? First of all, let us acknowledge the presence of the devotees of Our Lady of the Miraculous Medal from San Francisco and some devotees here in the Philippines. Welcome po sa Manila Cathedral in behalf of Father Biel and Monsignor Rolly and the staff of the Manila Cathedral. We also acknowledge the presence of Father Francis Lowe from St. Bernardine Diocese next to Los Angeles. He was here for almost more than 1 month. He just celebrated his 40th sacerdotal anniversary. And of course, our Vice Rector, Father Biel Bautista, to personally welcome our visitors this afternoon. Some reflections on our readings today. Of course, it is our human tendency, my dear brothers and sisters, that no one likes to be blamed for a mistake. Ayaw natin hanggat maaari, sisihin tayo sa pagkakamali natin. And yet, the burden of guilt can cost us much psychologically and physically. And the way we unload the guilt by imputing the blame on others. Kaya may salitang scapegoat. In fact, this word or idea has its origin in the Old Testament. No? People of God in the Old Testament, in order to free themselves of their guilt and faults, they do some ceremony. All the sins and guilt of men were heaped upon a goat. At yung goat na pinagsalinan ng lahat ng kasalanan, pagkakamali ng tao, dinadala sa wilderness so that the goat will be or left there to wander. And of course, man could now be free and happy again of their mistakes and guilt. Kaya kapag nagsisisi tayo ng iba at hindi natin inaamin ang pagkakamali natin, tawag dyan, scapegoat. Just when we saw that human sacrifice was replaced by animal offering, the Jewish and elders and Pharisees made Jesus into a scapegoat in our gospel for today. Occupying a high position in society, they felt threatened by his mere presence, and they could no longer swallow his words and his innovations or even innovative ways of looking at things. Kaya naramdaman nila, inggit at selos sa ating Panginoon as a son of a village carpenter. So they twisted reality by accusing him of being in cohort with Beelzebul, the prince of the devils. Unfortunately, as they made a scapegoat of Jesus, they unwittingly exposed their inadequacies in trying to follow God. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, the two saints we honor and remember today, Saints Timothy and Titus, also became scapegoats. Both were close collaborators of St. Paul in the mission to the Gentiles. Timothy became the bishop of Ephesus, while Titus became the bishop of Crete. Their three letters are called pastoral because they were addressed to pastors of souls. Both ended as scapegoats when they became martyrs. So, my dear brothers and sisters, we learn from what they have left us for the past 2,000 years that their self-sacrifice gave life to others. Like them, we may not be able to completely escape suffering, but we can transform our suffering into an offering. And then our self-offering becomes a life-giving act for others.